Alright, so we're going to do something a little bit different over here that I'm going to be doing on this particularly fine day for you guys. Is that we are going to be doing Nouvelle Normandy over here. And it's going to be a little mini series, so there's going to be no after action reporting. It's going to be much shorter than a regular series over here. It's kind of like there's a little something for you guys over here. So you know what for Nouvelle Normandy is getting work over here. It's not going to basically be like a French L'Ice Commissary. It's going to be like its own little French puppet state, pro-French puppet state, really. Over here, which means goodbye, Casimir. Little kick. Signor Casimir, in case Monsieur Casimir. And right over here, we're not going to really read these all over here because we're going to read them when we get into Le Gamme. Victorious in the Great War and defeating the Second England was subject to the most humiliating punishment it could have. Like it had done to so many other countries, it returned to a colony and nothing more than a husk for resource destruction. Francis, our told, appointed Casimir Lanquet one of the cruelest and most evil men in the state. Now, like I said, in the House of Call with everyone from socialists to reactionaries to liberals ready to strike. And when the told reaching the final act of their life, it might not be long before Augusta Fair comes and knocks the house down, scattering it to the winds. Indeed, into the winds. It's gonna be interesting over here. I'm gonna make some make a little bit of changes out here for you. Then I'll see you guys in a bit. Sorry. Sorry. So, I think I might be coming down with something over here, so I do apologize if I don't sound anything that great over here. All this stuff here, but we're gonna read the notes over here from Nouvelle Normandy. Violence and votes. Britain, one of the few nations that could game at the Great War, with some gains also suffered much in the mid-Grand of Flanders. Thousands of young men lost their lives fighting from beaters on an empty field, and the fire of pacifism was more inside the English psyche. The Labour Party came to power in 1920 before the chaos and led to Star Margaret crash and Arthur Henderson's assassination. The first king, the Captain Spencer Percival, led to the victory of Austin Chamberlain's Tories before the British shot victory under Christopher Allison. Immediately he had to face the threat of French eagle awakened from a slumber of Anthony Told. The vote to war. As Artaud began establishing his influence over Europe, the Allison government was preoccupied with issues far flung from the Madame Le Soleil. Benwood would recover soon after Allison's election consumed much of the government's time. The issue of intervention, supported Republican nationalists want to interfere or leave the Spaniards alone, was debated throughout the Parliament in 1936. The fuming endeavor reached its conclusion. The government set upon its Italian policy, ultimately to the abandonment of Italy to futurism. The mistakes of foreign policy would eventually leave Britain isolated in the continent, would leave France to attack Britain occupied Calais, and begin a British involvement in the Second Great War, after by flood. A second 1066. As soon as Van Ford in Calais reached Allison, he immediately formed a national government consisting of all major parties. Government conducted a war Poland, and soon Germany's England's sole ally on the main and France overrun. The war would only go further downhill, culminating the invasion of England itself despite brave resistance. Britain found herself occupied. Allison and the king were captured and the former being executed immediately. The remnants of the government under Edward Ironside and Prince Albert fled to Canada. Scotland being established in independence, England being placed under the blue color William Casimir Dunkerque, the violent butcher of the Aljaron, the Weeping Rose. Then Caleb immediately began brutalizing England, suppressing any dissident, and despite his reliance on certain collaborators like John Becket, persecuting English culture. Soon resistance groups sprang up like the Socialists in the Midlands and the Nationalists in the North, till they kept a low profile over being discovered in 1915 to strike the colonial government, which led to the New Year's Massacre, where thousands were gunned down the streets. The sands began to shift. Now in 1956, the Dunkerque regime is slowly going to collapse, without total health deteriorating, the resistance group going border in their action. The day comes when England is set free and the Red Rose from the ashes free to stand by the tussle and sham once more. Indeed.
Attention!
The thrush was in sham once more out here.
Ready, sir!
And we're going to basically form a little flag line out here. Because that's what we're going to do over here. Because in a short amount of time over here, we are going to get our asses involved into where the hell we got going on over here. Yeah, and we'll be reading some stuff over in here. Some stuff in and about over here. This is going to be a very short series over in here, so it's mainly just going to be like a little thing for us to basically just mess around with over here. Just basically, you know, just to basically see like a little preview of what was once here over here before I got changed over here. I don't know if Dunkerque's gonna still be around over here. Maybe for like as like a potential like leader, like a marshal as we've seen over here. Maybe something else. Who knows? Over in here, what I do know is that Normandy is gonna get some changes over here, pretty big change over here. But overall, though, it's gonna be a bit different over here, but it's not gonna be too different. But that's just from what I've heard. So yeah, it should be interesting little time we got for ourselves. Let's get this little series started.